Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Parker Group Live. Today we are here with Shawn Hunt at GMH Mortgage, and we're going to talk to you a little bit about the benefits of moving to Delaware versus some of the surrounding states, because there are some specific benefits to Delaware that I think are really interesting. So from the mortgage perspective, Shawn, what are some things that buyers should consider as they're considering moving to Delaware?
The biggest thing we get asked is about property taxes. Obviously Delaware is known for cheap property taxes, and that can affect, how much you get qualified for, in your home purchase. Some differences comparing, to the state of Maryland. Let's just say in Delaware, for a purchase price of $250,000, the average property tax on a home is $800 a year. Whereas for a $250,000 home in Maryland, it's around $2,200.
Right.
So there's a monthly difference there of about $116 a month. So when you're going to get qualified and we start talking to you about debt ratios and payments, that could potentially be a $15,000 to $20,000 swing of what you could be approved for in the state of Delaware versus Maryland based on the taxes. Yeah. So for those that are looking to retire, that's a big thing, especially coming from some of the northern states where taxes are even higher. That could be much more that they get qualified for, even just a cheaper payment, right? Which is a breath of fresh air for them.
Yeah, absolutely. When we talk about other states like New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, some of those other places where people are moving into Delaware from, like you said, their property taxes could be sometimes 10 times as much,
yes.
Which means their buying power down here, not only from the tax perspective, but also for the house prices that they're compared to is so much more.
Correct. And that's a breath, like I said, a breath of fresh air to them, because just for monthly expenses, not having that $6,000 or $10,000 a year, and in some cases that we've seen for the tax bill, that's just much more they can use towards other bills they have.
Right.
Especially older people that are moving to this area, not to say medical bills, but in medical bills or things like that, prescriptions, that helps, for the budget.
Absolutely. Some other things to think about too is just the proximity of Delaware to everything else. And so we're just a quick, short drive to Philadelphia, DC, Baltimore, even up to New York. And so as a lot of people are moving from those areas, they're still close to get back to their families, while also having some of the same and sometimes even better amenities. I mean, Delaware has some of the best beaches in the country. They've been rated by several magazines and publications as such. And then I think the food scene, particularly over at the beach, is some of the best that I've seen across the country. And so definitely things to consider as you're thinking about moving to Delaware versus some other places too. Where are you seeing people mostly coming from as they look to get pre-qualified when they're moving to Delaware?
Here, like you said, we're about 2 hours from, Philadelphia, 2 hours from Baltimore, 2 hours from DC. So we're seeing a big influx from those states, whether it be the beaches of Maryland, the beaches of Delaware. Yeah. It seems like it starts as maybe a second home thought, where I vacation down here a lot. It's now time, rent's not getting any cheaper. So we'll go ahead and buy something now. Right. But the plan is 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, whatever it may be, they're going to retire here.
Yeah.
And we've even seen some of that going, more towards Delaware because of the taxes.
Right.
Is what we've been seeing, because when they're looking at the monthly payments, they want something that they can afford 10 years from now, not just today.
Right.
Because as they're looking to retire, they're starting to think about those things of how that payment will affect them.
Right. And even outside the real estate market, the cost of living in general just tends to be a little bit lower here. Correct. So the cost of food, the cost of going to restaurants, entertainment, all of those things add up. And if you're comparing it to, if you're coming from New York or New Jersey or even some places in Maryland, that's a big savings.
That's huge savings
on your daily budget. And so if you're working on a fixed income as a retiree, or maybe you're a first-time home buyer who just doesn't have a huge budget, then those are definitely things to consider.
Correct. I would agree definitely with that, because budget is the key to everything.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Well, thanks so much, guys, for tuning in. If you have any other questions about some of the benefits to moving to Delaware versus other states, not to knock any other states, but I'm a little biased, then let us know. Comment below. Shawn or myself can certainly help you. Thanks a lot.
Thanks.